Okay, problem 104, we're taking a look at the unit circle. So if I do a quick sketch of the unit circle, so when we go around the unit circle, we need to remember that all the way around the unit circle is 2 pi. So when I look at a measure of 7 pi over 3, with the denominator being a 3, I want to convert this to have a denominator of 3 as well. So what I would do is, since this would be divided by 1, I'd multiply it by 3 over 3. And I would get 6 pi over 3. So that means going all the way around the unit circle here, 2 pi is also the same as 6 pi over 3. And why I do that now is because 7 pi over 3 is going to be adding another pi over 3 to this. So the angle is going to be right here. A pi over 3 is going to be, in radians, going to be the same as 180 divided by 3 in degrees, which means I'm dealing with a 60-degree angle. So pi over 3, 7 pi over 3 are the same as 60-degree angles. 7 pi over 3 just means it went around the unit circle one full time and then ended there. All right, so now that we have that taken care of, I have my central angle measure in degrees around that unit circle. So now what I can do is I can take a look at some other ones here for problem A, B, and C. So as we said here for problem A, I'm taking a look at that 60-degree angle, which again is pi over 3. And other angles are going to take me to the exact same spot would be anytime I am at this 60 degrees, and if I would add 360 and add 360 and add 360, I could keep going around that way. So one way I could write this now in degrees would be 60 plus 360 times some number n, some integer n. And every time I do that, this 360 times some integer n will put us back here by just going all the way around the circle another time. If I want to do that same thing in radians, I would say then it is pi over 3 plus going around is 2 pi and 2 pi and 2 pi and so on. So I'd be adding 2 pi times some integer n. So that is going to be the answer to problem A. So now, if I want to take a look at B, I'm going to make a sketch of my unit circle again. And that triangle now is, again, a 60-degree angle. And right there. Now, for this, when I want to find the sine value is going to be the height. So that sine value is right there. So if I have myself a 30, 60, 90 with a hypotenuse of 1, the sine value then is going to be the height of that, which is the square root of 3 over 2. So the cosine value, let me switch colors here, cosine value is going to be this side. It's the horizontal distance. That side is going to be 1/2. So cosine of 7 pi over 3 equals 1/2. The last thing then is the tangent. So the tangent is going to be the ratio of sine divided by cosine. So tangent of 7 pi over 3 will be square root of 3 over 2 divided by the cosine, which is 1/2. Now to simplify that, I do not want to divide by a fraction. So instead I'm going to take the square root of 3 over 2 and multiply by the reciprocal of my denominator. Simplifying that, my 2's make a giant 1. So I get the square root of 3 over 1, which is just the square root of 3. So tangent of 7 pi over 3 equals the square root of 3.